I know how it feels to be alone. I know how it feels to be around people and feel alone. Like, I'll be around a million people and I'll like still feel alone. Like,
yes,
just
I know what you're talking about.
knowledge that it's all for nothing and you're alone. You know, it's down there. And sometimes when things clear away, you're not watching it, you're in your car and you start going, oh no, here it comes that I am alone. Like, it starts to visit on you. You know, just the sadness.
Yes.
Life is tremendously sad just by, being in it.
All of a sudden I get back to LA, I'm by myself, my girl's not there. I'm sitting in the fucking room and I'm like, what do I do? Like, I don't even know what is Jake Paul right now?
But it does say something about the human condition, you know? It says that here's an example of a man that had every dream and aspiration, every resource to do it and achieve those things. Had every opportunity in the world to be happy, but then ended up one of the most lonely, sad human beings I've ever heard of. So it says something about the human condition, certainly.
The feelings of loneliness that I think we all, even you, sometimes have experienced. I like my own company for a while, a bit, and then at some point even I'll get annoyed with myself. There's something really lonely about that, and a bit frightening for one who is not at peace with themselves.
Mike, would you say you felt very lonely in your boxing career?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why I always, after I finished running, I would go to some girl's house.
Right.
Like at 4 in the morning, I get up running, I call my callers, I'm coming over there.
You like find people to get around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It started by me just sitting inside all day. And then it's like, then you get bored. Then you're like, well, I could just be high and I could have a whole adventure in this room.
It happens. You feel like you're alone and you feel like it's only you and you're in your bubble. And I wish I had someone at that time who could just pull me aside and, hey, it's gonna be okay. It'll be okay.
I kind of felt abandoned. I've seen people choose material items over me. I've seen people choose status quo over me. I've seen people like when you give them ultimatums, they just choose everything besides you. So I've just been placed in situations that are very heartbreaking as far as like people, period.
From working with all the celebrities that I've worked with, I've found that sometimes the people that are the most famous are the most lonely.
I lead a very quiet, normal kind of, really, I mean, my private life is a boring disaster, but work is good.
Good, I'm glad. I don't think it probably is a boring disaster. I think it's absolutely fine.
I don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh.
No.
Everybody is lonely at one time or another, and some people more than others. I sent myself Valentines, and those were the only Valentines I got.
And people can't tolerate isolation. You know, it's a very rare person who can be on their own and stay together.
You can carry that whole responsibility of being a winner, but the toughest part and the other side of it is a much darker, lonelier aspect of sport, is that you go back to your hotel room and everything is upon you.
You often seem very lonely, even though you're so talented. Is that true?
It's better than it used to be. I used to sit in my hotel room and just cry just by myself. Because you can't get out, there's fans everywhere, and helicopters and press following. Now that I've had my children, it's helped a lot. Still it comes and goes. I think some melancholy is good.
There's psychological needs that are just as valuable and important as physical needs. Like, we know we have needs for nutrients, we know we have needs for water. We have needs psychological for all sorts of different things. Our communities are incredibly important. Love is incredibly important. Family is incredibly important.
Get to be friends with your loneliness. See what's on the other side of it. Because often, really, when we describe loneliness, I think what we're saying is when I'm on my own, I feel bad about myself. I feel like I'm not loved enough. I feel like I'm not good enough.